Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simple English Learning. It's so good to be with you today. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation and your mind is completely blank? You know the words, you know the grammar rules, but when it's your turn to speak, you freeze. You worry about making a mistake with the verb tense or using the wrong preposition. You spend so much time thinking about the rules that you miss the opportunity to speak. This is a feeling I hear about all the time. Many of us have been taught that to be a good English speaker, you must have perfect grammar. We have spent countless hours with textbooks, memorizing rules, but when it comes to real-life speaking, all that knowledge can feel like a heavy weight on our shoulders. I'm here to tell you a secret. Fluency is not about perfect grammar. It's about a mindset. Today, we're going to dive into the Fluency Mindset. Why it's more important than grammar. We're going to change the way you think about speaking English. We'll shift our focus from being correct to being clear and confident. By the end of this episode, you'll have a new perspective that will help you let go of the fear and start speaking English more naturally and freely. Let's stop worrying about mistakes and start building a fluent mindset. Part 1. The myth of perfect grammar. Think about how a child learns their first language. They don't study grammar books. They learn by listening, copying, and most importantly, by making a lot of mistakes. They say, "I go to the park," long before they say, "I went to the park." And their parents don't correct every single word. They understand the child's meaning. The child learns from communication, not from rules. The perfect grammar myth is a huge barrier for English learners. It makes you believe that every sentence you speak is a test. This puts a lot of pressure on you. It makes you hesitant and anxious. When you're speaking, your brain should be focused on the message you want to send, not on a list of grammar rules. Real fluency isn't about being a walking grammar book. It's about being able to express your thoughts and feelings without hesitation. It's about connecting with people. So, what's the solution? We need to replace the perfection mindset with the fluency mindset. Part 2. The 3 pillars of the fluency mindset. The fluency mindset is built on 3 simple, powerful ideas. Pillar 1. From correct to communicative. This is the most important shift you can make. Your goal is not to be grammatically correct. Your goal is to be understood. Think of a conversation like a game of catch. You throw the ball, you say something, and the other person catches it. They understand you. If your throw is a little wobbly but they still catch it, that's a success. You don't need to throw a perfect ball every time. In English, it's the same. Even with a few grammar mistakes, most of the time, people will understand your message. And that is the most important part. When you focus on being understood, you take the pressure off yourself. You become a communicator, not a student. You will be more willing to speak, and the more you speak, the more fluent you will become. Pillar 2. From studying to using. Many English learners think of English as a subject to study, like math or science. You go to class, you do your homework, and then you're finished. But a language is a living thing. You can't just study it. You have to use it. A fluent mindset means you find ways to use English in your daily life. Instead of just listening to a podcast, repeat some of the phrases out loud. This moves the English from your brain to your mouth. Instead of just reading a book, try to write a simple summary of what you read. This forces you to use the words and grammar you've learned. Instead of being silent in a group, try to say just one simple sentence. It can be as simple as, "That's a good idea." Every time you use English, you are not just learning. You are building a habit. This habit is the key to fluency. It's about making English a tool you use every day, not just a subject you study in a classroom. Pillar 3. From scared to brave. The fear of making mistakes is the biggest enemy of fluency. It can paralyze you. The fluency mindset is about being brave, not perfect. It's about accepting that mistakes are a natural and necessary part of learning. Think about a baby learning to walk. They fall down over and over again. They don't think, "Oh, I fell. I'm a failure at walking." They just get up and try again. And with every fall, they get a little bit stronger. Your mistakes are your learning opportunities. They show you where you need to improve. When you make a mistake, don't feel embarrassed. Feel proud. You were brave enough to try. So, be a brave speaker. Say what you want to say. If you make a mistake, don't worry. The person you are talking to will likely understand you, and you will learn from the experience. Putting it all together. Your Fluency Action Plan. So there you have it, the 3 pillars of the Fluency Mindset. Be communicative. Your goal is to be understood, not to be perfect. Be a user. Find ways to use English in your daily life. Be brave. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is a mental shift that will change everything. It's not about what you know. It's about what you do. Now, here is a simple challenge for you. For the next week, every time you have a chance to speak English, don't think about the grammar. Just focus on your message. Focus on being understood. Be brave and say what you want to say. You'll be surprised at how much more natural and confident you feel. You will start to see that fluency is not a destination you arrive at. It is the journey of communication itself. Thank you so much for joining me today on Simple English Learning. I hope this episode gives you the courage to let go of your fear and start speaking English with a fluent mindset. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep being a brave speaker.